Hello there, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. What is going on? BBK Dragoon here with you today. Team Snipers on Boardwalk for you, the viewer, the thug, the thugette of Halo Zone. I've been away from this channel for, wow, I think 3 weeks. That is way too long. Normally, I'm not this busy, but I've just had a lot of busyness here lately. And yeah, that's right, man. If you get those shields down, you just whip that Magnum out, go for the one shot. It's a lot easier sometimes than, you know, sighting up for another snipe. Anyway, I just want to start off this commentary by saying how awesome is Halo Zone. I don't mean to toot my own horn because I am a director on this channel, but this channel has gotten so big in the last month, and we've got so many awesome directors on here. Such an awesome fan base. I mean, remember when this was just less than a couple hundred subscribers, there was only a few directors, and now we've got almost like 400 subscribers, if not more, and it's awesome to see how it's grown, and it's all because of you, the thug at home who was watching these, and the directors. I gotta say, I'm so proud to be a director with all these other awesome content producers and directors. I really do enjoy Halo Zone. I think Halo Zone is really, you know, paving the way for Halo content for the future, because I think a lot of the other big networks, IGN, Machinima Respawn, and Yoush, and those other, you know, partnered affiliates, did a really poor job actually, you know, marketing and uploading Halo Reach content. As far as, you know, maybe 2 months after game launch, I don't think I've seen really a decent video on any of the main networks concerning any sort of Halo game or information, which is a disappointment because it's like this game series, as soon as Call of Duty got huge, Halo sort of got pushed to the back of the bus, and I've read comments from, like, Call of Duty gamers who are like, Halo's outdated, Halo's old, Halo's just not worth playing. What? What are you talking about? Halo is an awesome game, and I'm sure that's why you all are here. You don't need to hear me rant about how much I like this game. So, I want to talk to you a little bit about some Boardwalk Team Snipers tips, because I've sort of made that my state, my plank, whatever you want to call it. What I do here on Halo Zone is try and provide you with some entertaining content, but I want you, by the end of the video, to have learned something. I want you to walk away from this commentary with a new idea or new skill that you're like, I've never thought about Boardwalk Team Snipers that way, or I've never seen somebody play Boardwalk Team Snipers like that. Tell me about it more, BBK. Alright, so let's get right into the nit and gritty. So number one, Team Snipers on Boardwalk is completely different than any other game type on Boardwalk. Normally, since Boardwalk is such a long, spaced out map, your main priority in a Team Slayer game always is going to be to get to top snipes and control the top snipe spawn, as well as having a guy who's going to circulate down to the bottom rockets to pick up rocks when it respawns. Well, we're not playing Slayer, we're playing Team Snipers, which means we've already, you know, taken care of the power weapon bit. We don't have to do any power weapon management. We can really focus on our setups, our cross angles, and where we want to sit to get ourselves some nice shots. Now, where I'm sitting right now is not where you really want to spend most of your time. This is what we call the planters. So I don't really want to encourage you all to play in planters too much, and I'll get into that in a second. While planters offer a really nice side view of the boardwalk, they don't give you a lot of view of the rest of the map. What you really want to focus on is where I'm going right now, which is basically balcony stairs. Balcony stairs is sort of the hub of a lot of action. You want to focus your attention on top sniper and balcony stairs. And what's this? I'm a little outnumbered and I'm almost at a sniper shot. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pull out the Magnum and I'm going to time my shots very carefully so that I can hopefully get away with it, and bam, there's the killing frenzy. So don't forget that if it's not Snipers Pro, you have a Magnum, you have grenades, do use them, no matter what anybody in the lobby is going to complain about. Oh, you used his Magnum against me. Well, you had a Magnum too, bro. So think about that. So this is this is top snipe spawn or balcony, and this is really where you're going to want to focus your attention for most of the game, because you've got a huge amount of cover. You got cover from almost everywhere except for that maybe back little sneaky route behind you. But you've got a large view on almost all the spawns on the map aside from, say, the bottom rocket spawn. So with that said, try and focus your attention on playing in and around that zone. If you need to, try and get some cross shots over here on planters, but really, there's so many long lines of sight, and you get a really nice view of the boardwalk up here on balcony that you want to focus it. And there's a lot of different flank routes up to balcony. Like I just showed you, I spawned down behind that sneaky route. If you want to take that sneaky route, sometimes take somebody out who's hard scoping out here on the balcony, maybe not paying attention. please do. Please go for it. Now, I'm going to fast forward the gameplay a little bit. You remember how I said there was a lot of cover up here? Yeah, there is. So anybody who's trying to rush this spot is really going to have a challenge if you're set up properly and paying attention. So have your headphones on, friends. I cannot encourage you enough to play Halo Reach. If you're playing competitively, put on some headphones. It really is going to help you with your listening skills and help you sort of figure out where those guys are, because as you saw there with that last kill, well, I just got killed, but with that nice little double no-scope shot thing I did on that guy, the only reason I knew he was there was because I had some big old headphones on, and you can hear them. It adds a next dimension to the game when you wear headphones and you're actively listening, trying to figure out where the enemy is. There's tons of audio cues put into the game, especially the sprinting and the reloads and the noises the Spartans make will really, once practiced, once figured out, you thugs and thugettes will be like, oh, I hear somebody panting over there. He's sprinting, I'm gonna go get him, and then you go, and before you know it, double headshot, no-scope, assassination, collateral, triple, incredible. It'll be awesome, that's what I'm saying. Now, there are some people who have a really hard time with Boardwalk, and mainly that's because they're hanging down at the bottom, sniping from the bottom snipe spawn all the way to the top. Don't do that. Halo, you always want to have the top advantage, I'm telling you, and you always want to be controlling on Boardwalk, this little spot right here. I know the callouts in the game call it the Visitor Center, but I like calling it Balcony. It's a lot easier than having like 900 syllables like Visitor Center. He's at the Visitor Center. Some of the callouts and the names of the places that they put down there, I really, don't get me wrong, Bungie, that was an awesome feature. Please do that again. But if you're going to name some things, maybe make them short instead of Visitor Center. Call this Balcony, that's what it is. So, the gameplay is somewhat wrapping up, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate you all watching, and understand, I am not the best at Halo Reach. I'm not the best sniper. Oh, watch this. So I know he's one shot. I know how long it takes the shields to respawn. Sit down, son. I've been playing me some Gears of War 3. I know all about pushing and pulling back. Halo Reach is a big cat and mouse game. If you can lure people into your traps, especially team snipers, you will be successful. And what better trap than sitting on balcony, viewing the entire world, knowing that all they have to do is just try and chase you. And here we go. I got a nice no-scope in the last game, so woo! We tried for another one. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my name is BBK Dragoon. If you enjoy these tips and tricks, come check out my channel. Like I was saying, I'm not the best Halo Reach player ever. I just try and offer up some tips that even veterans and beginners alike can walk away and take it as a benefit. They can watch my videos and be like, yeah, BBK, nice. I'm a better sniper now because of it. Anyway, I hope you all have an excellent, excellent day. Please take some time to watch the other videos on this channel and give some support to the awesome directors that compose this awesome channel that is Halo Zone. As always, my friends, have a nice day. We will talk with you later. BBK out.